Good evening and welcome to the Delta Television News at 8. I am Ogda of the National Emergency Response Center following the devastating floods in Mokwa local government area of Niger State, which have claimed over 100 lives and displaced numerous families. Moments of national tragedy demand collective empathy and action. The federal agencies, including National Emergency Management Agency (NEMA), had been mobilized in coordination with the Niger State government to intensify rescue efforts and serve as a deterrent to others by promptly prosecuting examination infractions. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, stated this while receiving a committee report on the improvement of quality examinations in Abuja. Dr. Alausa assured the committee members that all the 12-point recommendations would be implemented, adding that the federal government would deploy all its machinery to fight the menace of examination malpractice. In one of the recommendations, the committee urged the Federal Ministry of Education to interface with the National Assembly to enact a law establishing a National Examination Malpractice Court and Tribunal for prompt prosecution of examination malpractices. Affirming the recommendations of the 17-member committee headed by the Registrar of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB), Professor Ishak Oloyede, the minister said it would improve the quality of examinations in the country. The minister inaugurated the committee in January and submitted its interim report after 5 months of extensive work. Minister of State for Defense, Mr. Bello Matawalle, has warned all maritime criminals who threaten the country's waters that the naval space will no longer be a haven for crime, as the Nigerian Navy is equipped to curb all forms of criminality, thereby facilitating increased economic activities and national security. Mr. Matawalle gave the warning during the commissioning and induction ceremony of the Nigerian Navy's ships and helicopters in Lagos. According to him, the federal government had resolved to ensure the security of the country's waters for the nation's prosperity. He explained that the ships being commissioned have high endurance and were equipped with advanced surveillance as well as rapid response capabilities. The minister revealed that the Nigerian Navy is still expecting several platforms to join its fleet this year. Some of the platforms, he said, includes 2 76-meter high-endurance offshore patrol vessels from Turkey, 3 46-meter fast patrol boats from China, and tugboats, among others. The monthly environmental sanitation exercise was held today in Asaba, the state capital, with no restrictions on vehicular and human movement. Our reporter Henry Nogwa, who went around town to monitor the exercise, reports that at the Ogbogonogo Modern Market, some shop owners were seen waiting patiently for the exercise to be over, while others carried out their business activities. At the Interbao roundabout, there was free movement of persons and vehicles, while some vehicle owners parked to confirm if the exercise was cancelled or would hold. At Opanam, the Oshimni North local government area, there was free movement of persons as some of the private sector participants, PSP, were seen evacuating the resultant refuse from the drainages. The Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria, JUSUN, has directed its members in all federal courts nationwide and other judicial institutions to withdraw their services from Monday next week. In a statement by the National Vice President of the North Central, Mr. Mustapha Laminu said the strike had become imperative to press home its demands, as their members were yet to receive the 1-month wage award recently paid by the government. According to the statement, the action was to protest against the non-payment of 5 months arrears of wage award, non-implementation of 70,000 naira national minimum wage, and the non-implementation of the 25% and 35% salary increase. The body alleged that the Ministry of Finance had released the new amount to the Accountant General of the Federation, but refused to pay the judiciary. It therefore called on all chapters chairmen to ensure compliance to the directive. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has released the timetable and schedule of activities for the Osun and Ekiti State governorship elections. The electoral umpire fixed Saturday, June 20, 2026 and Saturday, August 8, 2026 for the Ekiti and Osun Guba polls. The INEC chairman, Professor Professor Mahmoud Yakubu made the disclosure in his remarks during the swearing-in of 6 new resident electoral commissioners RECs in Abuja. According to him, in line with the requirements of the law, the Commission is under legal obligation to publish the notices for major elections not later than 360 days before the date fixed for the election. On the Osun governorship polls, the Commission revealed that the party primaries would start on November 24, 2025 and end December 15 this year. Still to come on the news, United Kingdom bans sale of disposable vapes. Details of this and more coming up shortly.
Happy second anniversary. The wife of the Right Honorable Speaker, Mrs. Timyebi Guo, and wives of honorable members of the Delta State House of Assembly heartily celebrate a man of vision, a change maker, and a builder of destinies. Right Honorable Elder Sherry Francis Uropedo Ubrewori, the Governor of Delta State, and our compassionate First Lady, Dickiness Tobore Ubrewori, on the occasion of the second-year anniversary of service to our great state.
Our dear Father, Governor Sheriff Oborewori, you have turned promises into reality in these 2 years of bold and transformational leadership, progress, and an unwavering commitment to the welfare of all with your visionary more agenda.
Our roads are smoother as key road networks across Delta State have improved connectivity and trade, and our infrastructure stronger by the day.
That's not all. Healthcare is thriving. Primary healthcare centers and general hospitals are being upgraded. Education, security, agriculture, every sector is flourishing.
From supporting thousands of farmers to empowering petty traders and artisans through cash grants and equipment, the Oberewori administration is transforming lives daily.
In all this, our First Lady, our very dear mother, Her Excellency Dickiness Tobore Oborewori, you stand as a beacon of hope. Through your You Matter Charity Foundation, you continue to uplift vulnerable children, empower women, champion health initiatives, agricultural empowerment, and your Novel Food Bank initiative, which is now putting food on the tables and smiles on the faces of households.
As we celebrate, we say, thank you, Your Excellencies, Governor Sharif Uberewori and Dickiness Tobore Uberewori. Your leadership is inspiring. Your impact undeniable. To God be the glory.
Long live Governor Sharif Uberewori. Long live Dickiness Tobore Uberewori. Long live Delta State. Signed, Mrs. Timyebi Guo, wife of the Right Honorable Speaker, Delta State House of Assembly.
Thank you for staying with us on the news. And now to sports. The friendly encounter between the Super Falcons and the Indomitable Lioness of Cameroon has been cancelled. The first leg of the doubleheader friendly was earlier scheduled to take place today at the Remo Stars Stadium, Ikenne. The game has now been postponed to Monday and will now be held at the Moshood Abiola Sports Arena, Abeokuta. The postponement was necessitated by the late arrival of Indomitable Lioness. Head coach Jane Bisek only unveiled his squad yesterday. Wives of traditional rulers across the state's 25 local government areas have commended the moral agenda of Governor Sheriff Oboriwori and his wife, Deaconess Tobari Oboriwori, for the impressive performance in office for the past 2 years. The royal mothers gave the commendation after a meeting with the governor's wife in Asaba. Florence Oibodoro has details.
The traditional rulers' wives who spoke in an interview said the Oboriwori administration has positively impacted their communities in different ways, stressing that it has invested heavily in infrastructure, including road construction and renovation of old ones. They emphasized that the administration had implemented reforms in the education sector, healthcare, youth and empowerment, as well as taking steps to enhance security and establishing the State Advisory and Peace Building Council to address potential threats to peace in the state.
Okay. This present government of His Excellency Governor Sheriff Oropwedo Oboriwori has impacted greatly on my kingdom and Delta State in general. I take for example the road that passes through Zoro where you are going to Weli has been there for a long time, and as we speak to you now, it's tied, and when you are passing through it, you will enjoy traveling.
The government has impacted my community, Igbodo Kingdom at large, in so many ways. Talking of good roads, talking of street lights, talking of water. I think our Governor Sheriff is indeed a godsend to Delta State.
This administration have really impacted in our communities as a Queen Mother of Otolopo Kingdom. And I want to really say the areas that we've felt the governor's help is in terms of lights, water and road. We now have good road, like we have access to our farmlands.
The traditional rulers' wives also commended the Human Charity Foundation of the governor's wife for its impactful initiative, complementary role to the MORE agenda, and pledged their continued support for the present administration.
But I know our Oboge Papa will touch us because he's moving from one place to another. I thought we have been waiting. I know before the review will finish, they will come and touch them. For Udo land, we have been trying. But in our community in particular, we have been waiting for him to come and do it. So we thank Governor Oboriwori for this opportunity that he gave to us, especially our Mama Delta, the Oboge Mama, that God will bless her.
My prayer is that the Lord will strengthen him and he will go more. He will still go back again. He will not stop there. He will continue to move higher and higher in Jesus' name.
I pray that he will do more and God will guide and protect him in this good job that he's doing for Deltans. Thank you very much.
It will be recalled that the foundation had also been recognized for its initiative in promoting women's empowerment, children with special needs, with Deaconess Oboriwori receiving awards for her philanthropic efforts. Florence Oibodoro reporting.
Some members of the Kano State delegation to Ogun for the National Sports Festival have been confirmed dead after a fatal accident on their way home. Reports confirmed that 35 passengers were in the vehicle that plunged into a bridge at Kuria local government after their games in Ogun State. A survivor from the accident, Ado Salisu Gama, who spoke to newsmen, said some of his colleagues were confirmed dead on the spot, while others were rushed to Kuria General Hospital. Speaking from the hospital today, he said 22 people have been confirmed dead at Dakasale Bridge just before Kuria, including the driver. Ado Salisu, who was clearly in shock, said others still at the hospital are receiving care. Among the dead are athletes, journalists, medical personnel and administrators. Details are still emerging as some members of the team that won 29 medals are said to have gone. To In the news here again are the main points. President Bola Tinubu orders immediate activation of National Emergency Response Center following devastating floods in Mokwa local government area of Niger State. 2 years in office, wives of traditional rulers say governance under Governor Sheriff Oborewori impressive. And abroad, United Kingdom bans sale of disposable vapes. That's the news. Many thanks for watching. I am Ugaga Ikama. Good evening.